The number one thing I hear from people when they're thinking about moving into a Del Webb is, what am I going to do all day? What does that lifestyle really look like? Well, Del Webb Catalina is dedicating 15 acres alone just to lifestyle. To put that into perspective, 15 acres is the size of 15 football fields completely dedicated to lifestyle, amenities, and making your life as entertaining as possible in a 55 plus community. This community, you're going to need to clear up your calendar for, because there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. The centerpiece to this is going to be the clubhouse. The clubhouse is going to be 35,800 square feet. To put that in perspective, the original Del Webb Lakewood Ranch that sold out years ago, their clubhouse was 21,000 square feet, meaning this clubhouse alone is going to be nearly 70% bigger than the last clubhouse for the last Del Webb and Lakewood Ranch. That is going to be insane. Inside, you're going to have a full service restaurant and bar, and I'll explain how that food and beverage minimum works in a minute because that trips people up. You're going to have a golf simulator. So even though there's no golf course inside Catalina, you've still got a way to work on your game without leaving the community. The state-of-the-art fitness center, not a room with 3 treadmills. We're talking a legitimate gym with strength training equipment, cardio machine, the whole works. A wellness center with saunas and spa-like changing rooms, aerobics rooms for fitness classes, yoga, dance, water aerobics, you name it, arts and crafts studios for painting, pottery, whatever creative outlet you're into, and multiple meeting rooms, gathering spaces. This is where the clubs are going to meet, the book club, game nights, and educational classes. And an expansive lounge area that overlooks the lake. This amenity center is going to be, bar none, one of the best Del Webb amenity centers in the state of Florida. The outdoor pool complex, you're gonna have a resort style pool with a spa. We're talking poolside cabanas, a fire pit lounge. And that's a nice touch. You're gonna have a very, very nice resistance pool. Resistance pool, I always made the joke, resistance pool is basically a lazy river. If you're lazy, just walk the other way. But no, it's really good for low impact exercises, and you've got a dedicated space just for that. But the main event, and the reason everyone is here watching this video, the pickleball courts. This facility is going to be wild. One of a kind in Lakewood Ranch, one of a kind in the state of Florida. Let's talk about it. And I'm not talking a couple of courts just tucked behind the clubhouse. What we're talking is borderline obsessive for pickleball, but in the best way. 12 pickleball courts, 8 of them covered, which matters because in Florida, playing in the summer, you need that cover and shade. Playing without it is brutal. You're gonna have 4 open air courts as well for when the weather is nice. On top of that, there's gonna be a dedicated pickleball facility with a pickleball pro shop. This isn't just for casual play. They're building the infrastructure for organized leagues, their lessons, tournaments. Think of Del Webb Catalina is going to be the center of the pickleball world in the 55 plus space in all of Lakewood Ranch. If you follow a 55 plus community world at all, you know that pickleball is the #1 requested amenity by a landslide, and Del Webb delivered in Catalina. But for you folks who are old school and still want to play tennis, don't worry, they got you covered there too. They're going to be building 6 tennis courts, and based on the original Del Webb and Lakewood Ranch, these will likely be a hard true clay court, which are a little bit easier on the joints and hard courts, but I'd confirm that with the sales team before the purchase. Rounding out the rest of the amenity center, don't forget they're going to have bocce ball courts as well, cornhole area, dog park, fitness lawn for evening hangouts, fire pit area, community gardens where you can actually grow your own stuff, and a picnic gazebo. Oh, and also 12 plus miles of walking and biking trails already built throughout the community, weaving through 200 acres of lakes and 100 acres of natural preserve. Now, all of that sounds really good on paper, but what does that actually look like in a day-to-day life of living in a Del Webb community? So having that lifestyle director, think of the lifestyle director as basically the social quarterback for the community. They have basically the social architect of the entire community. They're going to organize everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. They're going to organize fitness classes, yoga, water aerobics, strength training, Zumba, game nights, trivia nights, book clubs, arts and craft classes, painting, pottery, whatever people want. Think wine tasting, live concerts and entertainment, dance classes, themed dinners, potluck nights, day trips to Sarasota, the beaches, cultural events, holiday celebration, and community outings in think Sarasota Opera, St. Armand Circle shopping. I think this is really important for people who are especially moving from maybe a different place. It's hard to get to know people in the day of social media, in the day that people don't even go outside and say hi to people anymore. But living in a community like this, it helps facilitate those relationships for those who are looking to make relationships. Now, if you're a hermit and you want to just stay in your house, that's your choice, and you're going to be able to do that at Webb Catalina. But if you're moving to try to maybe enter that next stage in your life and meet people that have similar values, similar interests, this is going to be a great opportunity to do that without it being weird and awkward in just a normal community. This place, Webb, engineers communities for that community feel. And you're not going to get that community feel in every community that you visit in Lakewood Ranch or Parish or even in Florida. Webbs do a very good job at socially engineering the communities to give you that real, true community feel. So obviously with the Amenity campus being under construction, they're using a actually renowned floor plan as kind of a temporary space. So really nice to see as it's kind of going through. Nice little gathering room here. They have some mahjong. They actually cleared out all these tables this morning, did yoga in here. Got a nice community kitchen, lots of snacks, coffee, etc. Full-time lifestyle director. And they even have a nice little temporary gym as well. So it's a really nice setup they have going on. Don't want to disrupt anyone working out, but it's really good size. They have some free weights in there, machines as well. Outside on the lanai, they did a nice, just kind of like fun sitting area, turf spot. And then, of course, they had to put in some pickleball. So you have pickleball courts over there already live, up and running, and then a nice little community gathering space next door as well. So very nice of them to kind of get that going before the amenity center is done, just so residents who move in can enjoy it from the jump. So really smart way to engage the community, get things going before the amenity campus is fully open. So again, guys, if you're looking to buy in Webb Catalina, having a realtor there is only going to help you along the process. I sold homes for Webb for 6 years. I was the top salesperson while doing that. Now I'm on your side. What does that mean for you? Well, number one, the realtor commissions are already baked into the prices. So you having or not having a realtor is not going to affect your price. The only way it would affect your price is you not knowing the best way to negotiate. And I don't mean that like you guys don't know how to negotiate. It's just that that's what I've been doing for my entire professional career, is trying to negotiate on the other side of these deals and make Webb more money. Now it's time to work for you guys and make sure that you're getting the best deal that not fits only for price, but timing. Maybe you have a home to sell. Some of those complexities that maybe aren't as obvious to realtors with less experience. So I'm here to help you guys. I hope this video you enjoyed it. If you have any more questions, please reach out to me. My number is below. You can reach out via email. However it's easiest for you to reach out. I'm just happy to help. I want you guys to really enjoy that next chapter in your life when you move to a 55+ community. It's overwhelming the amount of options that are out there, but having someone there on your side to kind of help you navigate that experience can be very valuable. So I'm not only going to help you in the buying process, I also oversaw operations for David Weekley Homes, so I know how a home is built. I hired the construction managers who built these homes. I was the last quality control check at David Weekley. I would walk these homes at every stage and make sure that things were being built the right way. And so that piece down in Florida is going to be huge, especially if you're out of state. Having someone with boots on the ground that's going to be able to go through those tours with you or without you, for you, is just going to be value that not every realtor is going to be able to give you. And I always am going to take the side of my client. That's what I do. I represent you guys, and I want to make sure that you guys get treated the best possible way from these builders.